There's so many movies that need more credit. So we're doing about 14 of these shrimp. I don't know how many shrimp balls this is gonna make. We're gonna find out. Oh, my nose wants to run. I'm taking off the tails. We don't need the tail. Garbage Pail Kids. I never saw any of the Garbage Pail Kids. Were those movies, or were those things like TV movies? Were those actually in the theaters? But you guys let me know. In the Discord, we have the stream ideas. So I plan everything out ahead of time. So I'm planning out September pretty well. And I'm already working on August. I'm already working on October. So if you guys have, what movie deserved less credit and was overrated? Ooh. Oh, okay. One of them I think was highly overrated and was a really bad movie. Bad special effects too. Aquaman. That movie was just like, what? I finally saw that on somebody did like a watch thing and did that one. No idea, just know this was one of my favorite. Do you have a local shop, or I have to drive a fair bit. To about 2 hours, Lindsay, about 2 hours for me to get to like if I want to go to an Asian market or something like that. I have none here in my town. I don't have restaurants here in my town. And the town down south of me, my grocery shopping. I live in a very rural area of Oregon. I live on a 7.5 acre ranch in the middle of nowhere. And next to me is about 180 some odd acres of cattle grazing property. And Friday, I'll put my camera back out so you guys can see the backyard for the people who want to see the back. I don't have any. It's just property. Yeah. So anything fancy, I have to. So that's why I always tell people is, it's funny because I've gone into some streams, and this is sometimes where I have to bite my tongue. But I was in one stream, and he was a gamer streamer, and I kept my tongue closed for a while, and then I popped off because they were bagging on food and drink streamers as not being real streamers. And I'm like, really? When was the last time you played that game standing up for 6 hours? When was the last time you had to go to a grocery store to shop for ingredients to make a dish? You just had to buy that game once, and you get hundreds of hours of enjoyment, hundreds of hours of stream time. I buy ingredients. I get one stream out of it. So, and I'm on my feet. 30 minutes for regular, 30 minutes one way. 30 minutes one way. All right.
Oh, did you see that?
Tell him. You tell him. Gareth, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for that sub. Let me wash my hands here because they're all shrimpy. Shrimpy. We've got the fire on underneath our oil. We're going to get that up to par. Oh, my God, my nose is ruddied. Okay, well, that was a pair of scissors underneath that thing. I'm glad it didn't hit my foot and chop off my little toe like it did Chandler on Friends when she threw the knife. I love Friends. What can I say? I love Friends. I love cooking streams. We love having visitors to our cooking streams. Absolutely love that. Boo Boo, thank you so much for the biddies. We have our itty bitty bitty umbrella. Biddies are always fun until they hit you in the eyeball. Let me tell you that right now. Always fun. Oh, there's also another guy I was following. Hang on, my nose. That is a tugboat driver. And you'll see him out there moving these big ships with just his little bitty boat. I'm like, how in the heck do they do that? Oh, okay. Okay, my nose is done doing that. All right. So these are going to go in. Oops, we forgot to get the blade. Didn't I just wash the blade? Mrs. Window. Oh, the blade's sitting here on my cutting station. Jeez. All right. Got that going in there. My brain is tired. You can lurk away, Aspie. Lurk away and relax. Home cooked meal at the end of the stream. Right? That is true. That is true. All right, so we're gonna put our shrimp in here. This might only make a couple of the shrimp balls, and that's all right. We'll take what we can get, because I'm trying to do like half recipes on some of these things, because I end up making so much food on some of them, and I don't like to waste food. Some stuff freezes well, other stuff does not. Let's put this plate in here. All right. What's going inside here? All right, we're gonna add in some soy sauce, some sugar, oyster sauce, sesame seed oil, the garlic. Combine the seasonings with the shrimp and the garlic, form into balls, and cover in the egg roll strips and fry until crispy. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Oh, I'll take that hydrate. Oh, I'll definitely take that hydrate. All right. Teaspoon of soy sauce. There's a teaspoon of soy sauce. Teaspoon of oyster sauce. This is those type of things, guys, that once you start measuring things out over a period of time, you can just free pour. You'll start to know what it looks like, and it'll be totally fine. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your abilities. A teaspoon of sugar. There's a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of oyster sauce. Oh, I forgot the sesame seed oil. Now here's a thought. Here's a thought. Okay, we're gonna do one of two things. We can do a regular sesame seed oil, or we can do a spicy sesame seed oil. You can always DM me. You can DM me here on Twitch. You can also DM me over in Discord. And sometimes, like right after stream, sometimes I can't get back to everybody like right after stream. I have a lot of cleanup to do. That's another thing that we cooking streamers get to do, is we have an hour to an hour and a half of cleanup to do, wiping everything down, putting all the dishes away, and scrubbing everything out. So, but I try to answer everybody. This doesn't want to open. So do we want to do spicy? The spicy? I think that's a good choice. So we'll do a teaspoon of hot chili sesame seed. Oh, wait, is this hot chili oil? Yep, hot chili sesame seed oil. There we go. But I am interested in that the only salt this is going to get is that 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. All right. That looks pretty pasty. That looks pretty pasty. Let's cut some of these up. Now I don't, it says formed shrimp and, oh, I forgot the garlic, son of a gun. All right. Since we've already processed this, I don't want to over process it. So what we're going to tell you what we're going to do. There we go. I'm going to use a garlic press. It's going to crush that garlic through there. It's going to give us those flavors that we're looking for. Oh, I remember where that is. That's over here. That will be exactly what we need. I love all the love and support. I tell you guys, it means so much to me that people hang out for as often as they do. You know, the only reason why I had initially added the third stream was so I could get the unlock for partnership. But I got to tell you, I have really enjoyed being able to stream 3 days a week. So we stream on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I always start at noon Pacific time. And I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right. Let's just squeeze. Oh, I'll tell you, those garlic papers will get everywhere. All right. There's one. Now everybody here knows and remembers how to get the smell of garlic off your hands, right? Everybody remembers that tip that I told you all about? It's where stainless steel is your friend. Stainless steel binds the molecular structure of scents that attach to your hand, like garlic, onion, fish. And if you're like washing your knife under running water, cold running water, if you run like the dull end of your knife, like the flat end of your knife over your fingers, it will remove that garlic smell from your hands. Or fish smell, and then it gets washed down the sink. This is honestly making my sick day so much better. Oh, honestly, were you sick? Or were you sick? And what happens in stream stays in stream. So I also have and one of the needs, so if you're going to be processing a lot of garlic, a lot of onions, this is one thing I highly recommend. This is a stainless steel soap ball or soap bar. It's not really soap. Oh, round 2 of COVID. Katie, I am so sorry. But taking this and just running it under cold water and running your hands all over this while it's running cold water will unbind those molecules from your hand, and you don't have that on your hand anymore. No garlic smell at all. Not one iota. I'm not just saying that either. It's just totally true. Let's get these out of here. And then we're going to be ready to fry up some twice in 6 weeks. Gosh. Katie, that's not fair. You already had it. You shouldn't have to go through that again. So this wants 4. Now this said, it's weird. In one of them it said egg roll wrappers, and the other recipe it said wonton wrappers. Well, they haven't had egg roll wrappers in my store in over a year. So I figure 8 wonton wrappers will equal 1 egg roll wrapper. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I love these things. 3, 4, hang on. 5, 6. That's probably plenty. So how are we gonna, do you want these just minced up like really, really, in really tiny strips? Oh, I forgot the cornstarch in there too. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. That's going to be our binder. We don't want to, but like I said, I am not a cornstarch fan, guys. I am not a cornstarch fan. I will always use potato starch. 1 teaspoon. I don't like cornstarch. It's way too grainy for me. Way too grainy for me. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about the stainless steel trick. And it's just science. It's just science. So guys, if you guys are interested, like I told you, I am a home food safety and preservation specialist. So if you guys are interested in learning how to can food, on Friday I'm going to be canning some chicken. I have to can it anyway, so my thought was, well, since I have to can it anyway, why not show y'all how to do it? So doing things that are low acid food, your vegetables and your meats, you have to have a pressure canner, not a pressure cooker. Your Instant Pot is not for canning in. Please do not think you can can your veggies in an Instant Pot. And I always talk about the food safety of things, because one thing I cannot stand to see is things on TikTok and YouTube and everything else that is not safe in any way, shape, or form. Where's my other? There's my little one. All right, let's see where our temperature is on this. Yeah, copper, no, it has to be stainless steel. It has to be stainless steel. Wow, this is only at 190. That's right, we still got to cut these up. So we're going to cut these into strips. I'm going to try and cut these into thin, real thin strips. Cornstarch and silicone can be shaped into anything. I don't like the texture of cornstarch on my palate. Thank you for those good vibes. Cornstarch on my palate, it just tastes weird. I mean, I know there's cornstarch in between each one of these wonton wrappers, but if I can minimize, then that's what I want to do. There we go. So we're going to separate these a little bit. Oh, does he sell like at a like a farmer's market? That would be fun. That would be fun. We've done nectarines on here. We've done some jam. We've done potatoes. Friday we're doing chicken and blackberry jam. I grow the blackberries. Actually, Mother Nature grows the blackberries. I just go out and pick them. All right, let's see how these are going to do. I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious. Now after stream, I'm going to take all these wonton wrappers out and I'm going to divide them up, and because like if I'm going to do a wonton, if I'm going to do like a wonton appetizer, what's really good is to take these wonton wrappers and then take a like a piece of banana and a couple of chocolate chips, fold the wonton wrapper up and then deep fry it, and then just put a little bit of powdered sugar on it. Makes one of the cutest little desserts. But for Derek and I would only be eating like 3 or 4. He'd probably only eat 3 or 4. And so for me, I'm going to package those up probably in packages of 10. Because when you do anything like this and you reheat it, they never taste quite as good. Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's see where we're at. Come on, I need you to get up in temperature. You're like way too low in temperature. Some days that thing heats up like this, and other times it's like, nope. All right, well, can we form the shrimp balls and let them set here? we're gonna try and form these all together. I've got a little bit of water here because when I put these in my hand, I don't want these to stick to me.
I like it spicy.
I like it spicy. Let's see, this is what's weird to me is I don't know how this is going to stick to these. I think I'm going to make these a little bigger. I've never had that. I need to have that. Hungry wolf. Ow! Hungry wolf, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Welcome on in, Raiders. We are so happy you're here. Raiders, we are making some crispy shrimp balls. I'm not real happy with this one. Okay, well, you know, that one's already stuck, so if I can get some, I might have to get some more wonton things out because this will be our little itty bitty one. This will be our little itty bitty one. What did you make today, Hungry? Yeah, so Unnatural, we're doing TikTok recipes. So this is a recipe I saw on TikTok, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. That's the tester. That's the tester, right? This is one of those ones, I'll tell you guys, I'm not feeling too confident about. Spices 101, I love that. Did you go over like flavor profiles? What do they pair well with? What meat goes with them? There we go. Yeah, I think we're... Thank you so much for that follow, Rocky. I appreciate that. Get off my hand. Get off my hand. Get off my hand. Natural spice tutorial, flavor profile, storage, history, origin. Love that. Absolutely love that. You guys, if you want to learn stuff like that, that's really good information over there. Do give Hungry Wolf a follow, please, please, please. Chat was directed him rather to desserts than meat. You know, there's a lot of things that people think. I'm gonna get 2 more wonton wrappers that people think of as dessert spices or just savory spices, when in actuality they may have started more towards one than the other. For instance, cinnamon. Cinnamon was always a savory spice long before it became a dessert spice. I think that, pantry, oh, no, you guys can't go to Narnia. You have to stay here until we're done with the stream. And we're very close. As soon as we fry up these shrimp balls, we will be done. I will check the popsicles. I don't think